330, 380, 450, 512, 570, 730. I think it's quite good. Like now I feel open, but I only had to try hard twice. Like I haven't really registered that I'm racing yet. Like, it might happen tomorrow. Yeah.
How is it to ride again here with those guys?
It's good. It feels a bit like training camp, but there's a little bit of nerves. Something's going to happen tomorrow.
Can you describe those nerves?
Yeah, I think they're quite positive. Like, I'm really excited to see how I am after a long winter and a long rehab, but you then look at the start sheet and there are guys who have won Grand Tour stages, so there's a bit of, am I going to be good enough? But just have to trust the process and the work we've done, and I'm going to enjoy it. If I finish the week happy, I think that's the biggest goal first and foremost.
I think he's very good because he could still talk on his threshold.
That's 6 minutes. I don't know. We worked out my last race, like healthy, was in May.
Ridiculous. I was like, it feels like something in like a film. Yeah, it was mental.
That was probably like the highlight of the year, but also probably like the only light of the year, because I stopped racing relatively early. I had like some back pain problems before Amstel and just kind of like during the start of the season, and we weren't really too sure what was going on, and I was seeing a physio and trying to do all the right things, and then just before nationals I had like so much pain in my like my hip and my back that I couldn't like stand up, and I was like, oh, this is not good, and probably did the classic cycling thing of I'll be fine, just got to keep going. And I think some of the advice I had wasn't the best, and it ended up that I had a hernia, like a disc bulge in my spine, which is quite serious, and that was touching my sciatic nerve. So this leg, I couldn't do this for starters. I couldn't put my socks on, and I ended up having like two injections to try and help that go away. And I was really lucky that I didn't need surgery in the end, but it did mean I didn't ride a bike for almost 3 months. Reflective way, it's really difficult, to be completely honest, because you want to be a part of it, but you've also made some really good like friendships, and you want to be there to support them. I also knew that I had to, if I ever wanted to do that again, I was gonna have to not sulk about it and just do day to day what I needed to. And then I got the all clear. Rehab had gone really well, and the injections had all worked. 1st of November, and that was, I'd lost 4 or 5 kilos of muscle mass, and I looked a bit like a skeleton. And the tendon, like going down this leg, was so tight, and like it was a bit twisted, so I had to ride with like a 100mm stem, like completely upright, and basically learn how to like be a pro again, or how to pedal. Yeah, and it's been quite a long rehab, and before I know it, I'm here, which is quite a surprise. I remember Sverre saying, "Oh, do you think you will come to December camp?" And I was like, "Well, I hope so. We'll see what happens." And then we did like a lactate test on camp, and they were like, "How have you got here with like 6 weeks of training?" So clearly doing something right. I'm really looking forward to just growing with a group of guys who will do the same kind of races, and having a bit more of like a you go to races with the same people, and you can grow that really good like team bond and helping people out. Like I think actually one of my favourite things to do in cycling is to be like almost like a support role. Like I really value the team aspect of the sport and helping people fulfill their potential. So like Cedric this week, if I'm even close to to being at the good enough level at the moment, and I can support him in doing that, then that will be a really big tick. But I think the biggest goal for today is just to finish with like a good mental attitude, because there's so many things that could go wrong, not just physically. So yeah, hopefully the year is fruitful and I get the most out of myself and can kind of show why they signed me in the first place, because last year I didn't race so much. So yeah, here we are. Just got to follow my heart apparently, and then I'll be fine.
I had some small nerves this morning, but I keep forgetting that we're at a bike race. I think it really helps when you do training camp and a lot of traveling, because then the feeling is you're used to it. So yeah, ready to go with my apparently white legs and white overshoes. So ready to go.
Is quite regular, 5% of ridge, many corners. Cedric and Giovanni, please stay easy in the bunch, spin the legs, eat and drink, well protected, surrounded by Zeb and Sebastian. Really good job, guys, really good job.
This is Giovanni.
No more pancakes for me.
Well done, well done. Keep on fighting.
Menos de 5 kilómetros ya para el grupo de cabeza de la carrera. 5 kilómetros pronuncia. Así que Timbeles y Pavel Sivakov van a darle, como se suele decir, este premio en nombre de Gourmet Latino que entrega Julio Blanco. Adelante, Julio.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy. Like, I don't think, apart from Amstel, I haven't had like a positive, like a really mentally positive day with how I feel and how I've performed and how I've given my role to the team. Like, I think I did everything I needed to today. Bottles, jackets back. I don't know why Giovanni was wearing a jacket today, but he was. And put Cedric in the right place, and then we kind of knew from there it was up to them because they're the guys for GC, and that was good.